Hey everybody, welcome to BSing with BS, and I hope everybody's having a walkabout day. You like that one?
I
Like
was
that
not
one?
expecting that.
What, you weren't?
I
No?
wasn't
All
expecting
right,
that. No,
yeah.
no.
So, because we're talking about travel.
Oh, we're gonna be walking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Night.
Yeah.
See
Yeah.
how I
Yeah.
did that?
Yep.
Yeah. So, we're both New Englanders, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's fun to go out of New England.
And more than fun. Fun's, yeah. Fun's a weak word for this.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
And
Yep.
are you a traveler?
I would love to be.
Yeah.
I've been a few places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, outside of the country or just
Yep.
mostly inside the country?
Totally. Not a lot of places inside the country actually. Only on the East Coast and
Oh,
down
okay.
to Florida maybe.
Yeah, yeah. I was lucky enough to travel with a prior job, and I was able to see a lot of the country. We have a great country. We really do. We have a great country, and there's so many cool places. But we've traveled outside of the country as well.
Yeah.
And so, when was the last time you were outside of the country? Been 3 years.
Had to have been when I was with
three,
Dublin.
yeah,
3 years.
3 years, and that was kind of a whirlwind trip that you guys took.
What do you mean by that? Like,
Well, you did what, 5 countries in 10 days or something ridiculous like that.
We visited a whole bunch of places in a matter of 2 weeks or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. And do you have a favorite?
Out of where we went?
Yeah.
Oh
where
yeah.
were you guys?
Vienna in Austria. Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked Austria a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Switzerland was really boring. That's not like. That's not like.
All we have is mountains and chocolate, and
We have that here. We have mountains here.
we do, and
We-
chocolate.
And maybe not as good as
No,
chocolate.
no,
The
not
chocolate
good.
was good, but just like the city aspect and like I don't know the architecture and I'm a really
Yeah.
fan of like architecture all around the world. And America has
Yes.
such boring architecture because we're late to the game.
Yeah, and well, that is a really great way of saying
Yeah.
that. Yeah, we are. We're copycats.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, don't we have some architects that have done some really great stuff?
Yeah.
But yeah, some of our old buildings are just old
they're
buildings.
just old
Yeah,
buildings,
yeah.
yeah.
So when I was in my 20s, I was able to go to Salzburg,
Okay.
Austria, and you're right. It's
Yep.
just very very cool out there. But you guys went to what, Luxembourg, I think?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a nice place too.
Yeah.
For being such a small, like, yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty good.
And did some Germany.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That wasn't bad. I just liked the food there.
Yeah.
It was more so just a whole bunch of like landscape with modern buildings and I
Yeah.
guess- yeah.
Yeah, I've gone to Frankfurt. Yeah, but a couple years ago, my husband and I went to the UK, and we went to England and Scotland,
Oh, wow.
and had an awesome time. We'd go back there in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. London's a big city. You know, you get that big city vibe, and everybody's moving. There's so many people, and it's just constant energy.
Really.
And just wonderful sights, and just really great. But then we took a train up to Edinburgh, and then we rented a car, and that was an adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely had an adventure there, but go back there in a heartbeat, definitely.
Like if you were to go somewhere right now, you'd probably pick there.
I would. Yeah. Yeah,
All
we
right.
go to either, Edinburgh, Glasgow, something like that. We definitely,
Wow.
kind of go back there easily. But we'd also like to venture like to Ireland
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and stuff. That I think we'd enjoy that. But have you ever been to like anything in the Caribbean?
Oh yeah, when I was younger, yeah. I think the most recent place I've been in that area is just. I think I went to Bermuda with my dad. And that was a whole experience of itself. It
I
was
think
just,
Bermuda is. I don't think anybody can come back from Bermuda without some sort of.
like,
So the story.
yeah, this happened, and this happened. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
It's not a bad
several
place.
stories.
Like it's really
No,
nice there.
it's very cool.
A great getaway from having the cold up here and
Yep.
just being able to relax and
Yeah.
stuff. But at the same time, the relaxation comes with like some sort of experience. Some sort of
It does.
awe.
There, I unfortunately have a couple of stories that probably I can't really express. But it's the closest island. It's a 3-hour flight for us. So it is the closest island. But we our family likes Dominican Republic.
Oh, I've been there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
that's
really young. Jeez.
yeah. We just the people are so cool,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's
Yep.
just such a beautiful coastline, and just the countryside is just kind of a
Yeah.
really kind of a cool adventure. But
Huh.
I think we brought all three of my kids to Dominican, and we had a family vacation there, and
Yeah.
that was kind of fun to share that.
Yeah.
But at one point, it was just three of us, so we just brought Devlin. We went to Mexico,
Mm.
and I think if you ask, I'm not sure actually if he would pick Mexico over Germany and stuff yet, because he
Wow.
really loved.
You must really like that.
Yeah, he would go back to Germany in a heartbeat
Yeah,
as
he was
well.
telling me,
But he really liked Mexico, and I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of neat that we all we have that experience, but we have the ability to do it.
Yeah.
In current times
Maybe
are a
not
little
right
bit
now,
shady,
yeah.
yeah, but the ability to travel outside of our country and have that freedom to move around
Yeah,
is
totally.
is really you know, think about it, 100 years ago, 200 years ago,
Never would have. Yeah.
no, never would have done that. So if you could go anywhere other than returning to somewhere that you've already been, where would you think you go?
All right, so I don't think I really returned to anywhere I've been for my top choices, just because, like, come on, I don't know, maybe Vienna, but like
Yeah.
my top choices would either be Italy or Japan. Definitely one of those two. Those have always been on my
Really?
list because of, like I was saying, architecture.
Yeah.
The way that cities in Italy are just like designed, and there's a whole bunch of different types. It's
I
just
hear
like
ya.
I don't know. I've those two places are always just somewhere I've
Right.
always wanted to go.
Right.
And
Actually, my husband was just talking about that of Florence.
yeah.
He wants to go to Florence, and
Yep.
a friend of mine had gone to I think it was last year. She had gone to I think Milan and Florence, and she just came back.
Like, oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if she actually would have come back if she didn't have
You
to.
see? You see?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think she's an artist, and she just fell in love, and and so I think that's one place we'll definitely try to go
You
at
gotta go
some
there, yeah,
point.
totally.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely some places here in the U.S. that we want to visit as well. Some of the national parks that we haven't had a chance to visit, I would really like to go.
So I feel like when I went on that trip with Devlin, it made me realize just how big the world is, which is great. I was like, yeah, this is great. This is amazing. And then I look at America, and I'm like, America's a big place.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's many places in America I'd really actually enjoy going to,
Really?
honestly. Maybe like the West Coast, just because
Yeah.
warm weather and things like that. But
But you think, I mean, so I've been to you go to some of the parks. I've been to the Grand Canyon.
okay,
You see a picture of it, you see it in the movies, whatever. It does no justice
really,
to it when you're standing on the edge and going, oh my god,
Yeah.
because it is just the colors and the vastness of it just really pictures and even video cannot do it justice.
Yeah, I bet.
Of the majestic part of that. But the sequoias or the redwood forests, I've never been there. I would
Oh, yeah.
love to go there. My husband has been there, and he's like, you would just go. Enjoy
okay, I
it."
might agree with you there. I might want to go there. Yeah.
And I'd like to see some of the other, kind of, like Mount Rushmore. I've never seen.
Oh yeah, me neither. Yeah.
I think that would be a kind of a neat, place to kind of, I don't know. I'm saying this off the cuff. I don't think it takes too long.
Just to see those?
I don't think so. I think once you go and
yeah.
down at the base of it,
It's like, okay.
I don't think that there's not much there, but I'm not sure. I don't know.
That's how I feel about places all over America. It's just like you see it, and it's like great, and then all the rest of it, it's like, oh, I'm so used to this, and it's like everyone's interested in the same things. It's like I don't know, just
Right.
part of going to a different place is just experiencing a different culture, different way of thinking, different how things function. And I feel like in America, I'm probably wrong. It's pretty similar. It's just all around.
It is and it isn't, but it's kind of a neat way. And I say that because I agree. You wanna do the culture, and like I said, I used to travel a lot for work, and I didn't always get a chance to play tourist in some of these towns that I went to, and I would always kind of intentionally get lost.
Yeah, yep.
it's within comfort, but I get lost because it would show me a different side of
Yep.
that part of the country. And of course I was visiting people living there, and they'd take me out to dinner or lunch or something, and it's like I would never have come as a
See?
tourist. I would never have gone to these places, and so to have that kind of the locals take on it is that's the way to do it.
Brings a whole different aspect
It
to it.
is,
Yeah.
yeah. So even going down to Boston, when my older two were, I think it was like their 16th and 18th birthday or something. I'm like, what do you want to do? They're like, yeah, let's just go to Boston. So I met up with a friend, and he actually took us on a walking tour of Boston.
Oh, okay.
We crossed the Freedom Trail.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
We didn't take the Freedom
Really?
Trail.
Okay, yeah.
He was on a hunt to get us like the best donuts ever or something.
That's a pretty bold.
It
Like,
was exactly, and we were like up and down all these small roads that I would never have, have found,
Yeah, totally.
and it was wonderful. I mean, we were like, great. He just brought us all around, and that, even though we live fairly close,
Just something you never would have
would
experienced.
right, it was not a direction I would have gone. You know where we're gonna go is
Yeah, this way and
yeah, no, and he just took us up and down these little, I was gonna say caves, but they're, roads this big.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Feel like caves, yeah.
So yeah, so I definitely like to enjoy it. I've had a chance to enjoy Alaska. If
Really?
you get a chance
Oh,
to,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, I had a lot of work up there, and so I've had a chance to do Alaska, and that's you get a chance.
Really?
That's
You think I should?
it is. It is gorgeous up there, and the people are wonderful up there.
Yeah.
And it's enough like here, but enough different.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
So if you get a chance to kind of chill out in Alaska, that's a good thing to do. So.
Have you ever been? You've probably been to Canada then, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been to Canada. How close do we live? I've never been to Canada.
Yes, and there's different areas of Canada.
Oh yeah,
just
totally.
like if you go up to Quebec,
Yep.
you are definitely in a French
French-speaking,
environment.
like, yep.
Versus if you go up to Toronto, it's like going up
Yeah.
to Northern Michigan. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just kind of like, hey guys, there's a
Yeah.
line back there somewhere. There's a border. Okay, and
Yeah.
everybody's up there is wicked cool too. And that's what's really fun is when you're going around and you're meeting these really wonderful people.
Yeah.
And that's what gives me hope. I know this sounds a little sappy, but it's like
No, I understand.
you meet the individual people, and they're just
Yeah.
they're awesome. It's the other side when you when you stereotype or you generalize, and that's when you kind of like, oh no, we have really great people.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and just being in a foreign place just gives off this like, okay, I'm kind of trapped. I'm in this foreign
Yeah.
area, and everything's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the best advice I can give you though, when you
Okay.
are in a foreign place or somewhere that's not, you just try to, when in Rome, do
yes,
as,
when in Rome.
even if you don't know the language, if you even have your little pocket going, I'm trying to say hello to you, but hold on,
Yeah.
and they're gonna appreciate you making the effort to communicate in their
Yeah.
language. And so, when you go down south and you say y'all, no, just kidding.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
You can still say it and they'll goof around. They'll, yeah, whatever. But yeah, I was in France, and I speak enough French, but my pronunciation is still American.
Yeah, totally.
And I was messing up words all over the place.
Yeah.
They're like, keep going.
Yeah.
And but they helped me along. It was fun to tell them what I was trying to say, and they'd help me say it correctly. And I'm like, thank you, because all that's doing is making a bond between between two people who happen to speak different languages.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really had a chance to experience that just because when I went places, I was too young, and I'm only now, just like getting old enough to like, okay, when I do go to those places, when I have money to go to those places or whatever, then that'll be something I can, be glad to experience. Yep, totally.
Yeah, and just even just there's so many programs now that you can do that conversational stuff.
Oh, yeah.
The tools that I just need to ask where the bathroom is in Japanese.
I mean, yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, I am going to study that, so like, thankfully,
Right.
I shouldn't. That shouldn't be too much of a worry.
Ideally,
for me, but, like,
yep.
yeah, I don't know. History and stuff, I really like learning about as well. I'm just like going, because you can learn history in school, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you go to a place and just like talk to people or just like see some stuff, it
Yeah.
just gives you a whole different view of things.
Oh, absolutely.
So, I mean, that's the thing you can experience, I think, anywhere really, like
Yeah.
not even just in different countries, just like even a couple towns over maybe.
Right,
So,
right.
yeah.
I mean, there's so much to learn and so much to experience, and I hope at some point we'll get back to being able to freely experience that
Yeah.
and really enjoy and embrace, you know, what the world has to
Yeah,
offer
totally.
us, and even outside of our little sphere.
Yeah.
So, but awesome. Well, happy travels.
Yes,
wherever
happy
you
travels.
go.
Yes.
So, all right. Well, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.